Hey guys, MrStardustRicon here, and what is up? Welcome to another Fate Grand Order part. This time we're going to be tackling the Arthur's Pendragon's trial quest, which is going away very soon, so hopefully I'll be able to actually manage that. But it's going to be pretty short, so we'll definitely be able to. Don't really have too much of game plan with this, just wanted to... I know there's a little bit of story in this involving, hell, even involving some... some more lore on, I think, the Holy Grail War? I forget. All I know is we should be in for a good time here. We're going to be dealing with Lancers. Not expecting too much, so honestly we can just bring some Sabers, and that is way too much to be bringing. I don't have a good plan for this. There we go. I'm gonna, at the very least, let's bring that, I guess. It's just gonna be a pretty quick in and out from what I think about this. We're back in Babylonia, or the Babylonia set piece at the very least. This is, I forget what this place was. Was this Ur? I forget. Well, crap. It's all started right after I got separated from the servants during the investigation of a singularity. I thought as long as I could stay in touch with Chaldea, I'd be able to meet back up with everyone. The Chaldean staff could have told me my coordinates, or even where the servants all are. Every single thing seemed to go wrong. I tried contacting Chaldea, but got no response. I should have heard Mash calling for me. Instead, all I can hear now is... the growling of monsters. Absolutely perfect. If I had to describe it in colors, I guess it's red and black. It howls like a beast hungry for blood. I'm in a tight spot here. What mystic code did I put on before we left? If I could at least cast Gander, I'd shoot one off, and regardless of how it goes, I'll be back. I'll just book it as fast as I can. So we're either in the role of a master or some sort of mage at the very least. Don't think we're in a servant role, because if we were in servant, then that shouldn't be too big of an issue. But will that really work? Sweat trickles down my cheek. My mouth trembles. Think. That beast doesn't look like it'll give me time to think. I'm taking a chance, whether it'll work out or not. Are you alright? You should stand back. Alright. Well, I should have just stepped back and listened to the voice, but... Hey there, Mr. Saber. Mr. Knight, sorry. Same difference in the end. Thanks. You saved me. You're welcome. You're welcome! Man, that was not a good voice crack. Are you hurt, brave stranger? I wouldn't call that brave. I mean, it was more of a thing of wanting to live at that point. You're certainly no ordinary person. If you were, you'd have fainted when you stared that beast down. I'd love to talk to you more in detail, but I don't have the time. A herd of beasts and their king are coming this way. I doubt we can reach a peaceful resolution. So that means we've got to take them down. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight with you in order to take them all down. Are you by chance a mage? Well, at least you don't seem to be completely lost in battle of magecraft. That magical energy enveloping you must be a command spell. Are you a master? Well then, you must have some experience dealing with mystics, which are so far beyond simple magecraft. I don't think we're in the roles of, you know, the actual main character here. Definitely in some sort of someone else's shoes, I think. They're here. Sorry, I'm just short on time. So, would you give me your answer? Alright, let's go ahead and fight together. Do our best. Now then, let's take this horde of beasts down together. Take off the hood, kind stranger. I just want to see your face. Oh well. Yeah, we don't have to really deal with much, but what is Knight is level 50, so let's go ahead and put. I should have put him. Oh well, couldn't even take care of it anyway. I have not seen Arthur's animations worth jack. Like I've seen them so little compared to like a lot of the other sabers and stuff like that. We are slowly getting picked up on when it comes to all these other enemies, though. It's just their basic horde encounter, though, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Not gonna be able to get MP. Might have been a better idea to come into this with fully charged MP, but sometimes I don't think. No, we're not going to be able to get MP from this, so let's just go for straight damage. Well, we could have built something up by the next one, but I think the next one will probably just be a single target. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Oh well. This should be enough to get rid of this one, especially with the crits. And we'll get plenty of MP from that. If we get attacked anymore, then we should be able to get MP from this. Nice, nice. Didn't even have to use our battery to where we can just blast whoever's next up. And these crits are doing really nicely as well. Didn't expect to get that much MP for for Nero Bride. Yeah, we got a dragon, but with the one real blast of Clarent Blood Arthur, this will be nice and easy, especially if we stack our attack up with it as well. Oh yeah, this is a done deal. Even if this doesn't kill, this like the Brave Buster chain afterwards, that's gonna do it in. I almost kind of wish I would have did that so I could have seen the pure raw damage. Like if I didn't do the attack buff, that would have been nice. Would have been pretty decent damage. Hey, and we got some nice drops from that as well. At least one dragon reverse scale, which is always helpful, and one of the pins. Good. We managed to escape for now. Ah, the hood's off. We can see you in all your beautiful glory. I knew it. You're a skilled mage. I'm no expert on magecraft, but I can at least say this. You have the power to fight. I don't just mean the skills necessary to fight. You possess a sword. A sword that dwells within your heart, that is. Our heart is our sword, and our sword is our sword. Oh, maybe we... Oh, wait. We are in the actual role of the main character here. I thought we might have been in the role of someone else. But if we're remembering Salter, then that means that this is still one and the same, or probably one and the same. Then what are we doing here? How did we get here? Something happened? You look a little unfocused. Did you use too much of your magical energy? Yeah, Arthur. We got the Arthur, the Artorias, the Sabers. I believe this is the first time we've met. Based on what you're wearing, you must be from the 20th century. Or perhaps from the beginning of the 21st century. You may have had an opportunity to meet me. No, I don't remember. Talking about Prototype. Hey, you didn't come here alone, did you? You must have gotten separated from your group, am I right? Exactamundo. Let's go ahead and meet up with everyone. That's a spirit? Okay, I'll stay with you until you find your companions. Don't worry, we'll find them soon enough. Well then, how did he get separated, or what is his story right now? Oh, back in Chaldea. Unfreaking believable! And where the hell have you been? Why'd you wander off like that? Don't think for 1 second you're getting off easy just because you came back in one piece. Next time, don't you dare wander off without telling me. I got lost. I don't know what to tell you. The connection is maybe not so great. I mean, yeah, it's pretty damn cool we can communicate in real time with Chaldea, no matter where or when we are. But it's kind of useless once we start running into weird magical anomalies and crap like Bounded fuels, huh? Hunting for Singularity's remnants, I figured we could forget about them and they'd disappear on their own. Or, has it got so bad that it was on its way to become a full-blown Singularity? Yeah, something along that line. So yeah, we are definitely in the role of the protagonist. Yeah, you're right. It was on the brink of becoming a miniature Singularity back in a Rook. Damn. They just did not see... They just don't stop with the unfortunate. I mean, it might have just been, you know, some sort of, what's it called? It might have just been using the Babylonia set. But, oh well. The swordsman that Senpai encountered was likely caught up in whatever was going on. That also means that's one of the only times we've actually had narration from the protagonist. I wish we had more of that, honestly. Like, even when we're by ourselves, I don't think we get narration all too often. To my knowledge, I honestly can't remember because there's not too many times where we've been by ourselves. We usually always either been with a servant or, like, just for a second where we get the little dialogue options, but that's it. So that was pretty cool. I wish we got more of that. The swordsman that Senpai encountered was likely caught up in whatever was going on. Oh, the guy who saved Master. We didn't see his face. He left right before we met up with Master. Wonder if he recognized any of the Knights of the Round Table. He could have probably at least somewhat sensed that Galahad was in MASH. Oh, come on. I can't believe he's managed to survive wandering around a place alone. Who was he? His name was... I didn't... Yeah. We didn't really ask. He was like, you look familiar. And he was like, yeah, you probably don't recognize me. He left without giving his name? What a big shot. I can't put my finger on it, but something about him sort of pisses me off. Regardless of whether he's human or a rogue servant, he had amazing combat power. He was able to keep up with those giant creatures. According to Senpai, he was a hooded man who looked like a knight? Huh? A hooded knight? I mean, he's not from the Singularity, to say the least. It was like a knight in shining armor. Our prince. I mean, technically a king. What the heck? What the heck? Senpai mentioned that the man's attire reminded him of the Knights of the Round Table. Isn't that right, Senpai? What? Us? But I don't remember anyone with a hood. I mean, Gareth wore a helmet all the time. And that jackass Percival didn't have anything either. Or, did he wear a helmet? Like when he was super serious? No, wait. Maybe that was Palamedes. Or Palmides? I don't know how to pronounce it. Nope. It was definitely a helmet. So no, none of us wore hoods. Well, maybe when we were on an expedition and it rained, I guess. Still though, I mean, you know, Saber. Saber wore the poncho, the rain jacket in Fate Stay Night, and that had a hood. She wore a hood in that. So maybe it was actually Artoria. Artoria Pendragon, and Arthur's just like twitching like, that's not my name. It's not me. Master, what type of weapon did he use? Yeah. Sort of gold and silver. No, it can't be. Oh, hey, Jekyll. I forgot you were here. I mean, you were paired pretty close with with Mordred in London, so that makes sense. You have a minute, Master? I was rechecking the calculations in the ray shift coordinates. Also, you're from Prototype, so you might be able to actually recognize Arthur. And I found some points that concern me. Actually, the one who made the discovery was Mr. Babbage. Anyway, I'm looking for Miss Da Vinci. Would you happen to know where she... Oh, Jekyll. Da Vinci should be in lab 2. Hey, we're talking about something important, you nerd. We didn't call you, and Da Vinci's not here either. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ah! Ow! Why'd you punch him? Probably didn't poke him. I don't know. I don't believe in Mordred to actually poke someone. I was actually... No, never mind. Nothing. Well, that was the first one. Oh, no. Okay, we still got more. We also got other prototype servants. We got, let's see. Fragments of blue, silver and blue are, let's see. Archer was Arash. Ryder was Ozzy. Caster was, Paracelsus. Assassin was Serenity. Berserker was, Jekyll. Well, technically Hyde. And who am I missing? Ryder. No, I said Ryder. Lancer. Lancer. Why don't I remember? Oh, that was Brynhild. Hey, Stardust. Good. Looks like you came back in one piece. You ray shifted out somewhere to get rid of a small singularity, right? I heard all about it. Sorry I couldn't help. So, yeah, make sure to take me with you next time, okay? You'll never get lost again with me around. I've got good eyes. I mean... You are an archer, so it's to be expected. And you got clairvoyance, so that probably helps something. Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. But, well, why don't you tell me about it? Hearing you tell me about your own travels might be nice for a change. I actually want to hear directly from you, who you met. Oh, yeah, this is going to be important. Will they remember Fate Prototype? I know it. You met him. I get it. I guess this is what you would call Fate. Fate Grand Order, available on iOS and Android devices. I didn't think he was in the Throne of Heroes. No, he isn't. So, what's your take on it? Who are you talking about? Can you give us a name? My name dropping a little bit? Sorry for being so cryptic. My bad, Master. I'm not really sure what to say. Well, I guess it's not entirely impossible. Yeah. Looks like I'll be able to enjoy my drink tonight. So he's still out there somewhere fighting. Yeah, can you please like let us in? I mean, this is nice. This is probably a little nice bit for the people who have read Fate Prototype, but that's not available in the States, and I don't know if it's ever been translated. I should actually look for that at some point. Well, I know it's a combination of light novels and drama CDs, I think. So I wonder if they do have any sort of translations out there for all the different stuff. I don't say that, but yeah, it was him. I don't know. Arash! I wonder what the two's relationship was. I know Ozzy and Arash had a pretty decent relationship, or at the very least they respected one another. Or Ozzy seems to really like Arash. So I wonder what the other two's, or what the relationship tree was like, because I know it's not too big of a spoiler to say Arthur's master is kind of insane in the membrane. So I wonder what that relationship, the servant relationship, was like with the between Arthur and some other people. I know. If there's ever a chance, you'll see him again. Yeah. Hey, wait. Quit hitting me. It doesn't hurt, but for some reason I feel bad. Like I did something wrong. And the other one. You're from the prototype that hasn't been fully fulfilled. Next we're going to see what? I don't know. Is Proto-Ku the only other one from actual prototype that's in the game? I'm trying to think. Well, obviously Arthur, but... let's see. Proto-Gil is a no. Perseus is a no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the only other one. What's going on, Arash? What? Are you having your very own drinking party right in the middle of the hallway? Oh, hey. Master's here too. What's up? Ah, the Child of Light. Oh, that's nothing. This may actually have to do with you. Should keep this a secret from the Pharaoh, Valkyrie Lady, and the Alchemist. Yeah, all the different Fate Prototype servants, guys. Mind letting me in on the secret? I want to know about Fate Prototype. And I don't want to check wikis, I want to experience it, even though I already know some things about it. But, I mean, how's it going? I thought there was something sinister this time around. But I don't sense the noxious gas of L or the lingering sense of R. I don't know what L or R stand for. Things aren't going as planned. Guess I have no choice but to search around more thoroughly. Yeah, it'll be alright, Merlin. I'll accomplish my goal and then return to where I belong. Soon, one of these days. Alright. Well, we're gonna go out there and meet you a little bit more. So let's get to know you a bit better. I'm fucking my main line up all the way up. Hey, it's level 90 this time, so we should be able to actually work through everything. Are we back in the role of the protagonist again? A voice hailed me, asking me to wait. No, this definitely doesn't look like it. Why? I turned around, surrounded by a field of golden grass. I thought I had arrived at a place where I belonged. After all, by now, my time as king was no more than a distant memory. So we're in fucking, what's it called? Why can't I remember? The time I spent fighting for Britain, 10 years of bravery and honor, charging from battlefield to battlefield with the Knights of the Round Table. That's not all. Even this time I spent living as a solitary knight after that. Yes, even that 2-week-long Holy Grail War in the Far East at the end of the 20th century, one fought over a false grail. All for the sake of a girl who taught me things I never would have learned in my life as a king. All of it, no more than a distant memory now. That begs the question. Why stop me now? I just arrived here. I did what I needed to do and ended everything. I finally reached the place, the promised place, just as the legend to be passed down through the ages said. I thought I was going to form a contract with the world. That is not how it went. I got my answer, and then my life ended. There's Proto Merlin here. Or maybe not, female mage. You have the appearance of a young man, yet you speak like an old man. No, I wonder. My king, Britain's eternal king and wielder of the sacred sword. There must be many things you have left undone. I'm sure you know already, right? You've yet to truly and finally defeat that which you are destined to destroy. Once in 1991 AD, and once more in 1999 AD, the two different prototype dates. Twice you struck it down, but that devourer of cities is persistent. It's not over yet. Ah, damn it, the Grail just kind of keeps on coming back. Ain't that a bitch? Great child of Uther. My beloved red dragon. That's right. This situation is terribly irregular. Yes, it is a state of emergency. So severe you were roped into it the instant you arrived at Avalon. It should have ended the second time, but somehow it's back for round 3. It's unfathomable. Perhaps an original species awakened somewhere. An original species? I'm not familiar with that. Really, I must say, it's truly rotten. It's a truly rotten twist of fate. After all, you're not supposed to be here. Now's not the time for you to come knocking on my door. It can't be now. You're 10 years too early. Wait, Merlin, what are you talking about? Yeah, and also this is Merlin. Proto Merlin's a girl. I don't know why they chose to gender bend Merlin, but they did. Because Fate Prototype has like probably like a lot of the gender bends are, well, not a lot. At the very least, Arthur's and Mordred are both returned to being male in the Prototype timeline, but we don't really know anything past that. I doubt that much of the other... well, I don't know. It's too vague to say. It's not like they ever gave hints like, oh boy, Nero's a boy now, and oh boy, Okita's a boy. Like, everyone's back to their original genders because, I don't know. Fate gender bending does what Fate gender bending wants. You still need to continue your journey, whether it be in your world or in another universe. There's no rest for the weary, one might say. You may travel through dimensions or even phenomena. Anywho, yeah, hang in there. Why? How, you ask? Well, yeah, I wonder. Can't say for sure. When are we getting Proto Merlin as, I don't know. I would, you know, the joke beforehand was, yeah, when's Proto Merlin as the quick support that we've always wanted? But we have Scotty now, so I don't know what Proto Merlin would support. This could be a deep-seated curse put on you as the wielder of the sacred sword, or it could be something that was sprung on you right before your long break. It may be the Great Grand Order. Grand Order? That's the name of the game! Either way, you need to leave here immediately. And that's also why I stopped you. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. Your journey has not ended. It can't end, for her sake as well. What did you feel from her? Light? Radiance? Affection? Or all of them? They might all end up in a whirlpool of gluttony. You don't continue your journey, that is. Hey, you wanna fucking actually have a relationship? Merlin, wait. Explain yourself. I've been wondering around this for a while, or I've been wondering about this, not wandering. Wondering about this for a while, but you're too cryptic. What the heck? That's mean. Oh well, come on, hurry up and get going. You'll get to meet face to face, or you'll get to meet me face to face next time. This time, too bad. My king, the last Pendragon, may your new journey be blessed. We shall meet again. Off you go. Get the fuck out of Avalon. You have a journey to go on. If you meet another me in a parallel universe, be kind to them. Merlin, like actual Merlin, starts just having the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. This does not look pretty. I don't remember this type of backdrop before. Where is this from? Is this original? God damn. I've yet to meet another you, Merlin, but I haven't forgotten what you said, for now. This is yet another world that has gone to ruin. Pruning theoretical phenomenon, was it? No. Destruction and pruning have nothing to do with each other. I suppose scenes like this are commonplace for any phenomena that gets pruned. The decay of civilization, the destruction of a city. No matter how many times I see it, I still can't get used to it. Then again, it's still too early for me to give up, right, Merlin? Acting like Merlin's just like watching along like, go, Arthur, yeah, you can do it, I believe in you. Only there were some survivors. Suddenly teleported right into the thick of things. Probably back to Chaldea? Nope. Just into a... No, we got teleported there. I see, I see. How's it going? A person out of nowhere. You're that stranger I met earlier. So you're someone who can travel through time and space too? Are you alright? Why are we always fucking falling from the sky? It's been this, it's been Shinjuku, it's been Babylonia. Man, we are not getting a break. Looked like you fell away from the sky. No, before you answer that, you need to know that this land's atmosphere is poisonous to living creatures. You have a gas mask or a mystic code? If you don't, take one of my talismans. Hello, how is it going? I have the protection of MASH, or is that not enough because MASH isn't here? Did we just fucking pass out? We tried our best. Did we just try and race shift here specifically for him, or did we get forcefully race shifted? How do we get forcefully race shifted? I've always wondered that. What a surprise. Well, there's no shortage of those today. First, you appeared out of thin air. Second, you are somehow alive when the air is pure poison. You're definitely full of surprises, but for the time being, as much as I'm glad you're woke up, let me ask you this first. Are you hurt anywhere? Truly the pinnacle of chivalry. Chivalry is not dead. I don't think anything's broken, which is the important part. I'm glad. So, why'd you come to a wasteland like this? There's not much here. Actually, there are really only dangerous things here. It sounds like an excuse to battle, if you ask me. You make a habit out of running headlong into danger? I mean, race shifting. Woo! I see. You're either holding something back or your memory is fuzzy. I won't ask questions. What a nice guy. But yeah, if you're falling from the sky out of nowhere, then you're not just some lost mage. At least this time around. Thinking back to what happened last time. This child have gotten caught up in my warps? It's your fault, you dick! No. Well, if I try to explain, it'll just complicate things. Sorry. No, I should at least tell you what I can. Though the ruler of this land is sure to approach me soon. Okay, we have at least some spare time to talk. How's it going? Let's begin with introductions. I failed to do so last time because I was in a hurry. My name is Arthur Pendragon. Dun dun dun! Yeah, we already know. Well, I mean, we know as in we the player. As I'm sure, you know, a male King Arthur after we've met 3 different female King Arthurs now? Yeah, I think it's been 3. No, 4. If we count Salter in Singularity F and Shinjuku as 2 different Salters. That is. I guess we've also... No. I mean, we have a lot more back at Chaldea. I mean, that's the real question. Like, we have summoned everyone. So, we have Saber Lily, we have Saber Alter, we have Lancer, and Lancer Alter. So there are 5 Artorias back there, and we know all of them. So, getting to know and see a real male Arthur as history and mythos say, that's a bit more unique out of our adventures, I suppose. I was the king of Britain in the past, but now I'm a mere knight. I'm not human like you. Do you understand that? I'm a heroic I'm currently a servant who possesses a spirit origin. Unfortunately, I have no master. The wielder of the sacred sword of the planet, Excalibur. Yes, my noble phantasm. Yeah, we know who it is. King Arthur? What? What an unexpected reaction. You by chance know who I am? We gotta tell him about the girl him. I see. Chaldea. The incineration of humanity. The 21st century. A female King Arthur. And your name is Stardust. It has a nice ring to it. You were supposed to be able to communicate in real time with Chaldea in 2019. No, I believe you. I believe you. Actually, many of my questions have been answered. You must have gone through some truly difficult battles. This takes place before Solomon ends, so this is, I mean, it should actually be 2018, but it's keeping up with real time even though it shouldn't. I think so. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be before Solomon. Yes, I can feel it. Being a master to one servant is tough enough, but to be able to form contracts with multiple servants and keep battling. Truly, that is an achievement that goes beyond imagining. No ordinary person could save the world, after all. Thanks, King Arthur. If it's a praise coming from your mouth, then it's probably not just, you know, what's it call it? Probably not just sweet words. You're amazing. You seem to have walked on an even more treacherous path than I have. Unless you... What? Maybe you... What? He mentioned. So it was you. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is the best question. I don't really know the specific location or era. I was there for a very, very short time relative to other places I visited. I warped before I could confirm his name. I couldn't even say goodbye to him. But yes, I still remember. I remember being able to see a large red iron bridge. That's back in Fuyuki, right? Yeah, this is... Oh, Doctor. Well, yes, I don't mind if you think I'm crazy. What I'm about to tell you may seem unbelievable. It does not bear any weight, especially in a peaceful country like this. I wouldn't want it to bear any weight anyway, because even if it was true, there's nothing anyone can do about it. And of course, it's difficult to accept. That's why I'm going to talk while I imagine the astonished look on your face. Things continue as they are. The world will end. The world will be incinerated without ever seeing 2019. This has already been determined. It is a foregone conclusion. What do you think? Surprised? What do you think I'm insane? Do I look like a pathetic man who's been possessed by some pessimistic delusion? Of course not. I believe your words. Your eyes must see through everything. You're not the first person I've met who have had the power of clairvoyance. Thank you. Though I don't have the powers of that sort. Know this, O Wandering King. Even your sacred sword cannot prevent the future I saw. The incineration of humanity is simply too perfect of an achievement. So Arthur's been wandering around for a while. For what purpose, though? I'm not familiar with actual Arthur lore. Like, you know, Fate Arthur lore. But, you know, if by chance the world does not end in 2018, if you can continue your wandering journey, you may be able to meet. Meet you again? Here? No, not me. If by chance everything goes well, I'll likely have met my end. The person you're going to meet is someone I believe will become important to me. Oh, it hurts. That really hurts. Oh, man, You know, we're still seeing them in event reruns, and we're still seeing them in, like, interludes that I haven't done. Man, it never gets easier. It only gets harder with time. You know, I'm not looking forward to, like, less than 2 years now. When is it? The Aprilia rerun? Because that's the last rerun with him. And then be gone for good. The person you're going to meet is someone I believe will become important to me as well. Someone who could accomplish something I could never do. Someone who carries love and hope. Someone who keeps aiming for tomorrow for the sake of yesterday that has been lost. And that's us. Thanks, Clairvoyance EX. Jesus Christ. I think the king of this place has shown up. It's time for battle. I thought I could talk longer, but time's up. Looks like the ruler of this land is here. It's one of the sources of decay for this time and age. Perhaps it's a demonic beast that somehow became corrupted. Or could it be a type of weapon that was created by someone and abandoned? Sorry to stop our talk midway. Then again, my story ends here anyway. Because right after that conversation, I warped somewhere else. I have no control over that. Nothing has changed, regardless of what I want. Yeah, I was about to say... I want to talk about, you know, Doctor, I might just... Oh, well, God, it's the fucking thing from Summer 2. I remember this. I'm familiar with this. Bloodlust, hostility, malice. Nothing else, huh? An incarnation of massacre. Device of destruction that cannot stop itself. It may not be a beast, but it's still evil. You're not the beast I'm searching for, but you're still my enemy. I'm sorry, Stardust. It's time for a battle. I actually think that our choice there probably didn't actually have much of an impact. It's time to battle. I'm sure our opponent will come at us with everything he has, so I will not hold back. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I will protect you with all my strength. But if it's at all possible, if I could ask. No. Would you like to fight alongside me? It would be my pleasure, man. The one who fights to save the world. You, the one to whom that man entrusted everything. I want to engrave the sight of you into my memory once again. Yeah, well, I mean, it's mostly finished, but, you know, oh well. I like to think that's a little cheeky nod, like, hey, if I do this, can you go and finish Fate Prototype, please? Let's go. For now, you shall be my master. There's no need to be connected through command spells. You only need to show me your resolve to save the world. And to go along with your dazzling actions, I shall show you the light of this planet. I think that we get access to a skill which I know does effective damage against giants, but I don't know what all constitutes giants. I don't think maybe this will constitute as a giant. Oh boy, boars! Everybody loves them. Yeah. So special attack is super giant. Nah, we don't got really anything here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just pop it, I guess. That's not going to be able to kill, but it's going to get close. Ah, I thought that would be able to kill. Hopefully get with some decent drops from this. I also get to show off a little bit more of Arthur's animations, which I'm not going to be able to see too often. Until we get to, like, actual things that have giants, because then it's actually going to become a lot more useful. This is also going to be very dangerous. Oh boy, danger, my favorite. Brave Chain will be able to do a decent amount of damage though, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, if there's one thing that Mordred's good for, it's definitely her damage output, because man, it is insane. Go ahead and pop this and get a decent amount of our MP back as well. Especially with that crit on the way. We might be able to double crit on this. Yes, we will, as long as this 80 hits. Nice! Now we'll be able to pop Pashpada and end this nice and quick. That's a lot of health despite only being level 15. And it's not doing all too much to us realistically, so it's not all too big of a worry. I'm surprised all those stars went to her Buster card instead of Arjuna, considering, you know, Archer. Oh, surprisingly that didn't kill. Nice. Good on him for surprising us. Surprising? Yeah, surprising me. Surviving is what I meant to say. Yeah, that was just a nice, quick and easy drop through. And we got some good old gallstones for that. I'm happy about that. Fuck, I could use the gallstones. More gallstones is always nice. We're done. Good work. It wasn't the beast one I was looking for, but at the very least, its death should halt this place's deterioration. I'm not entirely clear on how this all works, but apparently, this is what my journey entails. Yeah, please continue your story. Tell us more about the time you met up with Roman, please. I want to know. There's something I need to tell you. The man I met and conversed with was... His name was Roman. No, the interruption. Mash, we were in the middle of plot exposition. Oh, thank goodness. We finally connected. Scanning your vital signs in 3, 2, 1. Scanning. Okay, all done. Good. Looks like nothing is wrong with your body. I'll begin preparations to bring you back immediately. No, don't! Don't. Fucking, we need to hear the end of the story. It's me, Da Vinci. There was a tiny snafu in the program that handles the ray-shift coordinate calculations. It wasn't a mistake that just developed out of nowhere. It was there from the beginning. Let's just say that there's a shortcoming in one of the formulae. The result itself doesn't change, but yeah, it's a bug. That was what was causing all the problems. It was ray-shifting you, and only you, to weird coordinates. Anyway, simply put, it was just a bug. I'm really, really sorry. It wasn't just that I made any mistakes in the design stage. It was just me being negligent as a manager. That's probably even worse, realistically. Oh, and it's not Romani's fault either. It's my fault, since it's all under my jurisdiction. I'm really sorry. Babbage was the one who found it after doing some calculations because he had nothing better to do. Guess you really can't give those analog folks flack. I mean, I'm in the middle of a... Yeah, can we continue talking to King Arthur, please? Please? Do you mean Artoria? I'm only detecting you there. Is another servant with you? No, he left! Oh, wait, no. Okay, they can't see us? I thought he left. I was like, man, I want to see him still. Perhaps my spirit origin does not exist in your world. The King Arthur you know is female. That means she's me, but not me. I don't exist. At least not in your world's history. You may need to ask Merlin for details, but yeah. I'm sure that's what it is. No, or maybe it's because my warp has already started. No shit! Tell us the story! You should already know. It's the same name that the beautiful lady mentioned just now. Yeah. Not too big of a shock there, but met up with him at some point. I firmly believe that the person he was talking about was you. How is he doing now? No, I shouldn't ask. At least not right now. Not now. That's why Stardust. Instead of saying goodbye, let me say this. I'm glad I met you, brave child. Savior of the planet under a distant sky. You who inherited the will of the man I encountered during my journey. May your perilous journey be blessed. Stardust. And when we meet again under the same sky, someday, someplace, let us fight alongside each other again. To save your world. To save tomorrow. We're probably going to go back to Chaldea and get a little bit more conversations between Da Vinci and Romani. This is a different version of the song that we haven't heard. Or, no, we've heard it before, but we've heard this. This is like an exceedingly rare track, I'm pretty sure. I think the only time that I remember hearing it was at the end of Solomon, maybe. But even then, I don't really remember. It's because it sounds so much like the other version of the song, but it's definitely its own thing. Definitely up in pitch in the guitar. Is that a guitar? I'm not really good when it comes to instruments. What is it, Doctor? You don't have much free time as before. You see, everyone realized how useful I am. That's why I'm super busy every day. I mean, think we're talking too much of the burden of Chaldea's future or think we're taking too much of the burden? Well, that's just me complaining. Though, I don't mind sparing some time to listen to you talk. Would I be okay with just idle chit-chat or gossip? Yeah, sure. I'm just going to work while I listen. Now, come on. Talk to me. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Ah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah? Yep. Huh? What? What did you just say? Before that. The thing you said before that. Something about a thing near the bridge in Fuyuki. You've met the male King Arthur? Was he a heroic spirit? When? Before Chaldea's summoning system was established? That's impossible. How long ago was that? Either way, that was after Fuyuki's Grail War ended, right? Even with a tremendous amount of spiritual application and other powerful ceremonial magecraft, summoning a heroic spirit that can converse coherently would be impossible. Besides... Wait. Something's not right. If what you're saying is true, it must be because of that. The singularity in Fuyuki. The Greater Grail. So that reaction you had when you first saw the female King Arthur on the monitor was... Huh? You forgot? Completely? Yeah, I don't blame you. If a random man calling himself King Arthur came up to you, no one would give it much credence. Nobody would think, whoa, it's the real King Arthur! And I'm sure he wouldn't stick out in your memory. But then again, you have your position to think about. You're in Chaldea, after all. Oh, I see. You say that, but the expression on your face tells me that you're fondly thinking back on that day, Roman. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Or let me guess. I bet you said something really embarrassing. Am I right? Nope, can't do that. You can't say you were kidding after that reaction. There's no fooling me. Just give up and tell me everything. Come on, I won't judge. It'll be alright. So what did you tell him? Huh? You made a wish? To the King Arthur you saw in Fuyuki? what you wish for. No. Yeah. It'll pretty much be, it'll be much more interesting if you don't tell me right now. Maybe you'll tell me tomorrow. Or maybe someday far from now. Man, I really miss Romani. That's like, this did a good job of endearing me. Not only did it do a good job of endearing me to King Arthur himself, which, like, I already really liked his design, and I, like, from what I knew of his character, I liked his character. He's pretty much, you know, the white knight. He's the chivalrous dude who's always, he's the nice guy. And I like that type of character, to be fair. But this really, he's really introspective, it looks like, and I really like him. I wish he was better. That's the only thing, because pretty sure he's got his anti-giant niche, but other than that, I'm pretty sure he's basically not the worst saber, but he's probably down there. But yeah, other than that, this trial quest really made me miss Romani. I really miss Romani, not only from like Romani being there as like that guiding figure and that little nice smile and everything, but other than that, I miss his interactions with Da Vinci a lot, and that little, even though it was completely a one-sided conversation when we were in the shoes of Romani talking to him, why didn't we get our actual conversation? God damn. But even with it being a one-sided conversation, you can almost exactly picture how it would have went between the two of them, and the fact that he's gone, it's so sad. But yeah, I'm gonna have time to retrospect on this a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching this trial quest episode. Next up on the chopping block should be the Fate Guda Guda Hanoji event, which will be a fun time and a half. Memes to be had for sure in the story, and obviously the free quests, which will probably be a little bit of me just rambling on with Breezy and Ice. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys in the next Fate Grand Order Fate Grand Order part content episode, whatever you want to call it. Take care, guys.